Hey YouTube, it's your girl Aisha, aka Geek XX Chic, and I am back with another reaction, and this time it is to a brand new show. I'm excited, guys. It is for Marvel's The Gifted, which is on Fox, so it's not Marvel's television universe designated channel, which is through ABC, which is where S.H.I.E.L.D. and The Inhumans resides. This is actually at a different station. Basically, my understanding about this show is that it's supposed to obviously reflect what's gone on in the comics to some extent, and there may potentially be some tie-ins with what's going on in the cinematic universe as far as X-Men. We'll have to see how that all goes. But for now, I'm just really excited that I have yet another superhero show to watch. Just like, what, a week ahead of The Flash, so that's pretty cool. And honestly, after the interesting premiere of Inhumans, to put it kindly, which I actually did a review for, so you can definitely check that video out if you want to hear about my thoughts on that. I'm really looking forward to something that looks like it's going to be done a little bit better. And just from, I can tell you right now, the trailers alone for this show gave me a lot of hope that this was going to go a lot better than Inhumans did as far as the premiere. So without further ado, let's get into the show and we'll chat about it after. All right? Boop.
I don't understand. Who are you?
Just a couple of freaks, same as you.
Speak for yourself.
Look, I'm Marcos. This is Lorna.
Polo.
Now trust me, leave.
I feel like that exacerbated the situation. Someone's got a temper. I was about to say, I don't think tasering her is a good idea. His arm's glowing and not bleeding. That is kind of cool.
Yes, we believe he's being bullied. Bellevue High has a zero-tolerance policy towards bullying.
That's why we can't.
That stops it.
Andy and I.
In situations like this, we like to use the CARE system.
Uh-oh.
Communicate, adjust, reconcile, and empathize.
Oh, wow.
First, we take the kids and we put them together to talk.
These boys are
Strucker, we have procedures. I can't.
Then get someone who can. Now.
He's a vampire. Don't mess with him. Wait, wrong.
Okay.
We had a debate in social studies about the law they want to make to test people with the X gene and, like, monitor them. I don't know. Anyway, this one kid was, like, freaking out. I guess his cousin's a mutie or something.
Mutie, Andy? Racist much?
What? A person of genetic difference.
You're such an ass. Please, you're
Wow.
fighting about...
Aw, she's like Magneto.
My name is Reed Strucker. This is my associate, Carla Jackson.
If I one of those cops dead, they'd be dead.
Sister's like, I need to get out of here.
Be home at 11:30. I know, I love you.
11:30, damn. You see me try to come home past dark when I was that age.
Okay, let's stop. Leave room for Jesus. Hey, dude.
Room for
Going to the dance.
Jesus?
Yeah, it's me. I'm a dance guy now. Okay.
Yeah, that's attractive.
Don't get pregnant.
Well, damn. I will never understand bullies. Never in my life. He really doesn't like to take a shower. Okay. Whoa, boy. Oh. Some Terry level shit going on here. His little voice crack.
Let's go.
I'm sorry.
You should be. Who's gonna pay for this? Black person sighting. That was an eye.
This is your real name?
The X-Men? The Brotherhood? We don't even know if they exist anymore. We are alone. And
Name
we're
drop.
getting picked off.
How do you think we got out of that ship?
Think about it.
Are you serious?
Right.
Dad puts people like us in jail.
Thank you.
No, he prosecutes criminals. He's not against
Sure.
mutants. It's just the ones who hurt people.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the ones like me.
Yep.
Just stay here.
No, run away.
What does that mean?
It means they're coming with us. Just for now.
You say
These
that
are
to a
my
child's
children.
mama.
You can't just cart them off.
Yeah, you don't touch somebody's mama.
Andrew, Lauren, listen to me. You need to.
Andy and Lauren are...
Oh my God.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Now you try.
Whoa.
Take it slow.
I don't think this is a good idea. Abort.
On how you felt.
No. He was angry. Great, now we gotta leave the motel.
Wait. Hello?
Is this Marcos Diaz?
Who's this? How do you get this number?
My name is Reed Strucker. My family needs help getting across the border.
Dad, we gotta go!
It's like, far out. Texas, I see what you did there. Stanley!
We are Americans. We have rights. You can discuss that with the judge. Mr. Strucker, right now you need to think about what's best for your family.
Machines! This is kind of like stuff from Days from Futures Past almost, right? Of course you fell. Oh my God, they're on the ceiling. That's creepy. Really? You couldn't fall forward? He's fine. He's a vampire. Wait, wrong show. That's it? That was the series premiere of The Gifted. I liked it, actually. I think it was pretty good. Definitely significantly better than the premiere of Inhumans, for sure. I really like the introduction we got to the characters. Like, this is kind of the way, in my opinion, that you start a new show. We, in this first episode, get an idea of what's going on in the world. We know that the X-Men, this is the X-Men's universe because it was dropped a couple of times. Oh my God, they had the X-Men OG cartoon ringtone in there, and I was like, ah! I love that. I love that show. So we know it's the X-Men universe. Apparently they've disappeared, and they also mentioned, oh gosh, they mentioned another group, and I'm gonna have to look them up. But we know this is somehow a world where they're not here. So I'm gonna have to check, because the last movie that they were in with Apocalypse, that was still in the past though. So, but anyways, yes, we know we're in an X-Men universe. We know that there's a Mutant Act that's been passed that basically, I mean, according to Papa Strucker, they only arrest bad mutants. Like, it's, you know what's scary is that this show was obviously recorded a long time ago, but the parallels that it has to what's going on right now in a certain country of the world is a little bit terrifying. But digressing, yes, it's supposed to be for just the criminal mutants, but obviously it looks like they're just taking anybody who has an ability and throwing them into detention centers. And as we learn later on from Reed, they're disappearing. So where are they going? What's happening? Then we of course got to get to know some of our core characters, but not in such a way that like it was heavy-handed. Do you know what I mean? Like, we got to know the Strucker family at a very high level, but we get the point, right? Papa Strucker is a lawyer who basically works to put mutants in prison for the most part. We got Mama Strucker, who's just basically a housewife from the sounds of things, just your good old-fashioned housewife. We got the two Strucker kids, fairly normal, except for the fact that the daughter, the oldest child, knew she was a mutant apparently for 3 years since her abilities manifested, and she managed to keep that under wraps, which is pretty amazing on her part. So we've got the boy who, the younger one, his powers, pardon me, manifested for the first time in this episode. So we see that's the Strucker situation, and we get to see some of the leaders of the Mutant Underground. We have our first guy, Thunderbird, who they didn't actually say their names very much in this episode, but we've got Thunderbird, whose ability is clearly to be able to see beyond what is obviously right in front of him. We met Marcos, who is got a power that's a combination between light and electricity, because obviously he shines a bright light in one sense, but we also saw him sawing through concrete, which is no small feat. So some sort of light electricity thing going on with him. Even when he got hurt, like pure light came out of his arm, which is very interesting. Then of course we've got Polaris, who got captured in this episode. She seems to be able to do things with magnetism, that we saw her in a plastic cell, which we've seen in previous, like the 90s X-Men movies. That's what they put Magneto into. And she was able to detect that Reed Strucker had the metal in his knee. And she seems like she's the spunky, spirited, you know, she's not really that happy about being passive in this mutant underground. She clearly wanted to fight. Everything we saw about her in this episode pretty much makes it clear that she's not passive. She would really rather take the fight to these people. We found out that Marco and her are together, and we've got an extra fun fact that she's preggers. So a little mutant on the way. And we just had the recent addition of Blink. And with Blink, we see that her power is clearly portals. She can create a portal from one place to another. Much like Nightcrawler in the movies, like Nightcrawler's the same way. He can portal himself and other people he holds on to or he's in contact with, but he needs to see where he's going. We got a little bit of an insight. Everyone kind of got a little moment to talk or say a little bit about themselves and express a little of themselves, and that's what you want in a premiere. That's what you do. There's so much more we need to know. Of course, we want to know more about these characters, but to try to load it all into a premiere would have been crazy. And I feel like the action that they put in there was just the right amount of action. It wasn't overkill, but at the same time, it was enough to keep the pace going at an interesting level. There was a lot of dialogue in this episode as well, a lot of exposition, so I didn't talk too much during the actual reaction because I did want to hear it, because I knew this was going to be the foundation for the upcoming episode. I did like the special effects we saw. They were great. Really, really fun. Those robots, those little sentinels at the end, holy crap, those were amazing and creepy and terrifying, which I believe is the effect they were going for. So kudos to the CGI department. Beautiful, loved that. Stan Lee, hello. Stan Lee made a cameo, y'all. You gotta love that, because he hasn't done that with all of the Marvel television shows. So also notice that one of the producers on this show is Bryan Singer, so that explains a lot about why this is so good so far. Bryan Singer, for those of you who don't know, he was the original director of the first two X-Men movies back in the early 2000s. And for those of you who watched it, no, it was the 90s, sorry. I keep forgetting it's really old. This was great. I really, really enjoyed it. What do you guys think? Do you think this is a winner? Do you feel like this could be added to your roster of superhero shows? What did you like? What did you hate? I want to hear all about it. Please leave something down in the comments. And if you like this video, please go ahead and click like. And if you want to see more from this geeky face, go ahead and click subscribe. Until next time, guys. See ya.